Hi, Sue here with Yoga with Sue, bringing you a practice today from the beautiful Tetons, northwestern Wyoming. We're going to go through a short foundational Vinyasa Flow practice, and we'll start by centering and concentrating on our breath. So, wherever you're at, take a moment to find a comfortable seated position. Finding the front edges of your sit bones, allowing your spine to grow fully up through the crown of your head. Nice long spine. Soften through the shoulders, your elbows, and then softly close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just start to bring your awareness into whatever space you're in. Becoming aware of your environment, the sounds, and then little by little, bring more of your awareness inside. And start to focus on your breath. As you continue to breathe with each breath, just take it a little deeper. And more importantly, as you exhale, exhale a little more fully. To the very base, bottom of the lungs, let everything go. Keeping your breath in and out through the nose. And slowly begin to move into a Ujjayi breath, the breath with sound. The inhalation is created by closing off the back of the throat. It's almost like drinking through a straw, but with your lips closed. So as you draw the breath in, you start to create that oceanic hissing sound. And as you let it go, it's almost like making the ah sound again with the lips closed. Continue to breathe. Take 2 more full rounds of breath. When you complete your second breath, go ahead and press out all the air, engaging your abdominals, and then relax your belly. Stay with your eyes closed, giving you an opportunity to notice any changes, subtle sensations brought about by deep breathing. And then when you're ready to inhale, keeping the eyes focused down, just begin to flutter the eyes open with a soft gaze. And turning your palms down onto your knees, just begin to create a little bit of movement, some kundalini energy by pressing to your right, forward, left, and back. Keep these circles moving, making them as big or small as you care to make them. Sorry, I have some ants that want to join my practice. And next time you're forward or in a comfortable place to pause, take it in the opposite direction. Always remembering to keep symmetry in our body as we practice side to side, front to back. When you're forward again, pause. Drawing your chin down towards your chest, use an inhale to restack, coming up to a nice tall spine. Beautiful. Let's come into a tabletop position, so swinging your legs around, find your hands and knees. And as you do so, spreading your fingers wide, creating a nice base of support and distributing the weight out to the ends of your fingertips, so engaging your first knuckle of each finger, so spreading out through the pads, and then situating your knees underneath your hips. And then starting to move through our cat-cow as you inhale. With soft elbows, allow the belly to sink, the sit bones to lift and spread, collarbone widens. Using your exhalation, drawing your belly in, dropping your head and tailbone down. Articulating through these two postures with your breath. So close your eyes and really come into your own breath. Taking it one more time in each direction. Inhale, come to a flat, neutral spine. Then we're going to kind of awaken our spine a little bit more, working our body a little bit in diagonals and engaging our core. So extending your right leg out behind you, allow your toes to touch, and then extend your left arm, allowing your fingertips to touch. Using an inhale to lift both the arm and the leg, exhale to release. Let's do that 3 more times on the same side. Move with your breath. When you've completed 3, come back to your center, and then switching sides, extending your left leg out, toes touch, right arm extends, fingertips touch, ahimsa. Inhale as you lift, exhale to release. 3 more with your breath. Coming back to your tabletop. From your tabletop, let's move into your downward facing dog. So from your hands and knees, maybe walk your hands forward just a couple of inches. Curl your toes under. Inhale, lift the hips, press the chest back. Drop the head between the arms and take a moment here to seek length in your spine first. So if that means bending your knees a lot to keep the hip bones pressing up, chest pressing back, feel free to go there. Once you've found the length in your spine, you can begin to find your hamstrings, the backs of your legs. So walking your feet out and pedaling them out, dropping one heel down, lifting the opposite heel up. Just starting to bring some movement, more sensation into your body. And then come back to center in stillness. Find your full down dog. Exhale completely. With an inhale, look forward, bend the knees, and walk to the top of your mat. Once you're in the top of your mat, hang in your forward fold, Uttanasana. So as much as you can, straighten the legs, but if you feel a little draw in your back, let's go ahead, bend the knees and shift a little bit more weight forward. So we're trying to draw our hips over our ankles as much as possible. If you can straighten the legs, go ahead and feel free to straighten the legs. Allow that crown of the head to descend toward the floor. Shake it yes, shake it no. Maybe make small circles in each direction just to make sure that head is very loose and relaxed. From here, come to stillness, and with your next inhale, let's ragdoll up, allowing the arms, the head to hang. Begin to use your inhalation to stack one vertebra on top of the other to arrive all the way up to standing. From your standing, find a mountain pose. So mountain pose is feet hip distance apart. Begin to engage the legs by drawing up on your kneecaps, firming down through all points of contact on your feet. And then drawing your floating ribs in towards your midline, extend your arms down by your side. Send your tailbone down toward the earth to really elongate your lumbar. Feel your heart lift. Drawing your shoulders away from the ears as you center your ears over the shoulders, chin parallel to the earth. Finding your perfect alignment and stacking of joints. Take one more breath here, preferably with your eyes closed, just creating that muscle memory. And we're going to begin to flow through a sun salutation. When you're ready to inhale, rotate your pinkies inward towards your thighs and allow the arms to float out and up. Reaching tall, maybe gazing up as you exhale, swan dive, hinging from the hip, release and fold forward. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to a plank, and lower down. First time all the way to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, draw your shoulders back, lift your heart with the strength of your back. Exhale as you release. Curling your toes under, press up to your plank or modified plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. In future vinyasas, you can always skip that extra breath. Once you're in your down dog, let's inhale, extend your right leg out and up. Stay here for a moment. Find a nice big reach out through the right leg. Allow that left heel to descend toward the floor. Take one more breath. With the exhalation, shift the weight forward, bend the knee, draw it in towards your chest, and then step the foot through between the hands. Dropping your left knee down, inhale, rise up, low lunge. Really sinking your hips forward and down to find that nice stretch in that hip flexor. Pause for a couple breaths. And then releasing your hands down as you inhale, press the hips back, picking up your right toes, flex your right ankle, and then draw your right hip in line with your left. So for self-adjustment, you can kind of place your hand on your sacrum to see if it's nice and flat and that your right leg isn't pressing forward. And descending torso over that leg, get as much sensation as you like through the back of that hamstring. With your next exhale, slowly drop your right toes out to the right. You'll feel a little more sensation on the outside of that IT band. Just take a couple breaths here. And then inhale, bring your toes back. Exhale, release the foot down. Walk the hands forward. Curl your left toes under, lift the left knee, draw your right leg back by the left, downward facing dog. We'll open up the other side. Inhale, left leg. And as you extend through the left leg, allow the right heel to descend toward the mat. For one more breath. With the exhale, shift the weight forward, draw the left knee in, and step the left foot between the hands. Release the right knee down. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale as you sink those hips forward and down. Remember, at any time, if it bothers you to keep your arms lifted, there's no need to create shoulder tension. Just release your hands down to your thighs. Taking one more breath here. Keep those breaths full and deep. With your next inhale, press the hips back. Begin to straighten the left leg. Flexing your left ankle. Draw those left toes back towards you. Draw the left hip back by the right to really be square in the hips. Last breath. Exhale. Go ahead and walk the left foot forward. Curl your right toes under, lift the right knee, draw the left leg back by the right, finding your downward facing dog once again. Walk it out. Next inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step or hop, feet between the hands, you choose. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, sweep to rise, come all the way up, gazing up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, extend, reach tall. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to your plank, this time lower down, halfway, chaturanga. Really hug those elbows in. Inhale, scoop the heart through to your up dog, tops of the feet, base of the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that's your other option. You can either lower all the way down from your plank to low cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Take one more breath here. Moving into standing postures. Inhale, right leg extends out and up. Exhale, invite it up and through. Back heel descends. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. So working to get those hips pointing forward, shoulders pointing forward, deep bend front knee. Making sure you have weight on the back leg. Take another breath here. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Heel toe that right foot in. So now you have a straight line from your right heel to your left instep. Soften through your shoulders. Deep bend front knee. Make sure you can see your right big toe. Last breath here. Let's straighten that front leg on your inhale. Heel toe that back foot in. If you took a wide stance, moving into triangle. Reach out with that right arm. You can't go any further. Release that right arm down. Extend left arm up. Here you take your gaze wherever it's most comfortable. Inhale, lift in back to your warrior two. Exhale as you sink. Inhale, sweep the left arm down and around. Spiral up onto the ball of your left foot to arrive in a crescent lunge. Deep lunge here. Press out through that left heel. Beautiful. And exhale, release down. Draw the right leg back by the left, downward facing dog. So that was a slow vinyasa. Creating a couple breaths in each posture to develop that muscle memory so that when we flow, your body will know where to go. Inhale, left leg extends out and up. Exhale, step it up and through. Back heel descends. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, left side. Equal weight in both feet, both legs. Shoulders, hips pointing forward. Last breath. Inhale, spiral to open up, warrior two, heel toeing that left foot in. And soften on the exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Maybe heel toe that back foot in. And then with your exhale, finding your triangle, really reach through the left fingers. Create length in the left side body. And then float left hand down, right arm up. Again, taking that gaze wherever it's comfortable. Be mindful of restrictions in your body. Listen to what your body needs in each posture. Last breath. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, spiral that right arm down and around. Lifting up on your right heel. Find your crescent lunge. And then exhale, release down. Step the left leg back by the right, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a deep breath, and then release to your knees. Draw the big toes to touch, sitting your hips to your heels. Find your child's pose. So child's pose, connecting your forehead either to the mat, to your stacked hands, or stacked fists. If you need to release your shoulders or your wrists, if your forehead can touch the mat, reach around behind you, make fists and circle your wrists. Just allowing those shoulders to relax on your knees. And then extending your arms overhead. Inhale, rise up, transitioning to your downward facing dog. And we'll flow. One movement with each breath. Inhale, right leg extends out and up. Exhale, step it up and through. Find your warrior one on the inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, float into your triangle. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, find your crescent. Exhale, release, step right leg back by left. Inhale your left leg straight out and up. On the exhale, invite it up and through. Spiral the back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, find your triangle. Inhale, back up. Exhale to your warrior two. Inhale, sweep that right arm out and around, crescent lunge. Exhale, release. Step the left leg back by the right, down dog. Take 3 solid breaths here. On your third exhale, let out all the air. Inhale, look forward, step or hop, feet between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, sweep to rise, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take a breath here. And then release the hands down. Preparing for a balanced posture. We'll come into tree pose. Actually, I'll do it sideways. Coming into our tree pose, let's balance on our right leg first. So shift all the weight onto your right leg, making sure you have a nice base of support. And then bringing your left toes to touch. Great place to start, and I like to suggest a Hakini mudra. It's all 10 fingertips touch, palms separated. It's a great balancing mudra. Taking your gaze over the tips of your fingers to find your drishti. And then inhale, let's open that left knee out to the side. So now you have left heel to right ankle. So these are all bus stops. This would be a great place to start. Really gain your confidence, your balance, your focus, your concentration. If you need more, advancing that left foot to your calf, or maybe assisting it all the way up to your inner thigh. Refine your mudra, refine a drishti. If you need more of a challenge here, you can begin to extend your arms overhead, finding branches of your tree. And I don't have to allow my branches to blow in the wind. It's getting breezy here, so little challenge to balance. Take one more full breath wherever you decided to land. If you took the arms up, exhale, hands back to heart. Everyone, inhale the knee forward. Exhale, release everything down with control. Take a moment to walk it out. And since we have 2 sides, we'll do the opposite side. Shifting all of your weight now onto your left leg. Finding a nice base of support. And don't forget your Mula Bandha. So drawing that lower belly in and up. Engage that core. Find your mudra. And when you're ready, open up your right knee. Again, staying here. Or lifting that right foot to your left calf, or assisting it all the way to your inner thigh. Remember, just don't ever stop at the knee. Once you've found where you'd like to stay and breathe, find your mudra again. And softening the eyes goes so far into helping you soften your body. If you need a little more, extending your arms overhead just like you did on the other side. Lift your heart. Maybe move in the breeze. Allow your branches to sway. Eventually, come back to heart center with an exhale. Inhale, everyone move your right knee forward and exhale to release everything softly down. Beautiful. From here, let's come to the top of your mat. If you're not already there, we're going to flow down to arrive onto our mat. So inhale, extend, reach tall. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or hop back into your plank and lower down, halfway or all the way. Inhale, scoop the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. And with your exhale, let's go ahead and lower down to your knees. Sitting hips to heels, let's swing the legs around. Beautiful. So from here, one core posture. So I think core is so important for so much of what we do. Start with your knees bent, feet flat to the floor, finding the front edges of your sit bones. So if you need to move the flesh away, do so. Taking the hands behind your thighs. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. So at this point, your back is nice and long and flat. So right here, you should feel this whole core start to engage, really tightening to support your position. From here, walking your toes back, you'll begin to feel a float where the legs pick up, and then you can extend the legs parallel to the sky. I usually say ceiling, but we have sky. And then if that's not enough, extend your arms out. We want to come someplace where we start to feel a little bit of shake. So this would be your next bus stop. If that's not enough, extend your legs straight. Maybe your arms. Find some place to be and breathe. 3 more full breaths. On your third exhale, release your feet. Wrap your arms around your legs and drop your head. And simply ask your body to let go and relax. Finding that equanimity, effort, ease, balance, challenge yourself to find the ease as well as the effort. Beautiful. Taking an inhale, come back up to seated. And if you want to challenge yourself to roll onto your mat, scooping your belly out, draw your chin in towards your chest, roll down 1 vertebra at a time. See if you can take your time. If you need to, hold the backs of your legs to release all the way down. If it's not going to work for you to roll down, roll onto your side, fetal position, and then onto your back so you don't strain your neck. Once you arrive down onto your mat, let's hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And we're going to come into a spinal twist here. So keeping a hold of the right knee, extend your left leg long. Right arm extends straight out from your shoulder, preferably palm up. And then taking your left hand to the outside of your right knee, take a nice deep inhalation. And with the exhale, draw the right knee across the body, maybe stacking the hips, but making sure to soften through the shoulder most of all. If it feels good and right to you, you can roll your head to the right. Use your inhale to arrive back to center, hugging both knees in. Release your right leg long. Keep a hold of your left knee as you extend your left arm. Right hand comes to the outside of your left knee. Take a nice deep inhale. With your exhale, draw that left knee across to the right. Start closing your eyes, starting to slow down your body. Starting to let that relaxation seep into the body. Next inhale, make your way back to center. Take 1 more big hug in, knees to chest. And then with an inhale, extend your arms and legs long, find a full body. Stretch here, maybe create a little more tension, maybe make fists, maybe squeeze your glutes. Take 1 more breath in. And then with your exhale, let it go through the mouth. As you draw your arms down by your side, walk your feet wide. Take your arms a little wider than shoulder distance to find this corpse pose, this relaxation pose for your shavasana. And if for some reason corpse pose does not work for you, you are distracted by sensations in your body, either find a way to release that tension to find stillness or come into a different posture. But for corpse pose, if this works for you, make sure everything is released, maybe picking up your chest, walk your shoulders together, Maybe a soft roll of your head side to side. Just let those legs flop open. Let your fingers naturally curl in. Close your eyes and relax. Feel free to stay here as long as you need to. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any question about any of the postures demonstrated in this practice, please go to my YouTube channel, Yoga with Sue, as I've got most of them demonstrated in more detail. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.